like that all the three were, given a lesson. Then Garuda came by and everything was gone. Then he came running. By the time Hanuman is already leaving. So that shows his implicit faith that Ram, Ram's name is everything.
Would that be Sai Baba? No.
Then what happened was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to, he must have gone. He came to Kurmachal, right? Kurmachal, where Jagannath kicked Ramanujacharya, and then he ended up in Kurmachal. Another pastime. Then after visiting the in the Navadvip, right? Where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to Ramanujacharya. Then he came to what he called about Narsingarai, right? We were talking about Simhanchal. There is one place called Simhanchal, right? Simhanchal, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went, and there the deity. What happened was when the Hiranyakashipu was trying to kill Prahlad, right? How many ways he was trying to. Then finally he got tired of it. He told him, put him into Samudra, right? Sea, where all the big crocodiles, everything will be there. And then put a big hill on top of it so that he will not come again. So they did that. Of course, the Samudra Raj, right? Varuna didn't like that. He put away the water away, and then he was floating. And then Lord Nrsimhadev came, he appeared there, and then put the stone in the original place and put Prahlad there. And then there he revealed the form of Varaha and then Nrsimha. See, there is a in-between. Varaha, Hiranyaksha, right? He killed Hiranyaksha, right? When he was pushing away the Mother Earth. He was so powerful. Imagine we can take a ball and push. Imagine somebody pushing the whole Earth out of its orbit. You can imagine the power. Such a demon. So Varaha came, and then he appeared huge, and then kicked him, and then so he was Varaha. So he appeared as Varaha, and then he also appeared as a part of it. So because the deity is like a Varaha, but he has a Nrsimha, the tail and the other features. So it's a mixed in between. That was before he appeared as Nrsimha in the in that place from the pillar. So there, then what happened was, then after Prahlad, he was coronated and all that. He came, he found the deity, self-manifest deity, established, puja, everything that was going. And then that happened in Satyuga, right? Later on it became covered, Gupta. Then Pururava, King Pururava was going by one day in the aeroplane. And then he felt some attraction was there. He came down that hill. And then he was praying, then it was revealed, I am here. The deity was here. So he used a lot of milk to melt it down. But still his lotus feet was not visible. Then he was crying, oh Lord, why I don't see your lotus? No, if you see it, you will be immediately delivered. You will not be able to see, but he established. So he established a temple again, rearranged. And even today, the deity is covered by Chandan, 364 days, right? Because he's so angry. So only on the Akshaya Tritiya, they open it. Then they will open remove all the Chandan, only one day here. That day, the temperature in that place goes up the city. Literally, the temperature. So.
Is that in Karnataka?
No, Andhra.
Andhra.
Simhanchal. And from there he went to, there's another Narasimha temple called Panakal Narasimha. You know? Panaka meaning lemonade, basically lemonade. What happened was in the Satyuga, there was one demon, he got a boon from Brahma that he could not be killed by either any weapon, either dry or something like that. So then Indra could not do anything. Then he prayed to the Lord, right? Went to Kshirosagar and they prayed what to do. Then don't worry, I'm appearing going as in the chakra, right? So chakra came, Indra put it in the foam of the Samudra, sea, right? And then he released it. And then Narasimha appeared in the chakra, but not the whole Narasimha, just the face. Just his lion face, not the whole thing. Appeared and then finished that demon. So because of that, it is in the cave. From a distance, it looked like a mountain, but like a elephant, really like an elephant. Elephant like sitting like this. His legs and like that, and eye in the eye, the temple. So there even today the deity is like a mouth, like a Narasimha, like a Shila, only mouth. So that time to specify him, this time when Narasimha is so angry, right? Not even Brahma could not go, Lakshmi also said, I don't want to. And Prahlad was sent, right? So in this case what they did was they poured Amrut into his mouth to cool him down. So entire Satyuga they poured Amrut. When Treta they were putting ghee, because Amrut was not there. And then in Dwapara milk. Now they are putting the lemonade water. Like a good and lemon. But the amazing thing is even today you take even 10 liter, 1 liter, whatever capacity, right? 100 liter. You are pouring, you have to pour into his mouth, can. And then as you're pouring, his mouth becomes full on one point. Then you measure how much you have taken, it will be exactly half what you have taken. If it's 1 liter, half liter will be there. 10 liter, 5 liters will be there. So in other words, good, in a shabda also comes, the sound comes, as if you are drinking. And nobody knows where it goes, how it goes. It literally drinks, only half. What you took, only half of that. Remaining half as a prasadam. But the taste is amazing. And another thing is, see, when you put like sugar water or anything, good water, anywhere, the small ants come, right? Flies, ants. There, no ant, no fly inside. Nobody cleans it, there are hundreds of people in the line. But these two you can, even today you can see, witness. There Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati established lotus footprint there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's footprint there. And then Lord Chaitanya went to Ahobalam. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu Jalantam Saratram Simham Ishnam Mrityur Mrityur. So this mantra was revealed to Lord Shiva right there. The spot is there where this mantra was revealed.
We're switching. Those who want to stay on, Bhaktivedanta Dandi Maharaj is here. If you want to keep listening,
so that is Ahobalam. Ahobalam meaning actually is the Devatas, when they saw him, the Ugra Rupa, so Aho, you get an exclamation, right? Aho Balam, so mighty. So Aho, that place is 9 self-manifest deity of Narasimha. And then there is a place on the top of the hill, the pillar is still there where Narasimha came out. It's about from this wall to maybe that wall. Big pillar, and it has broken. That pillar is still there because Lord Narasimha came and touched it. Really huge, it's not small. And I think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also went there as a footprint of him there. Then below that, what's the amazing thing is even today, see there is a three-form Narsingha there. One who came out of the pillar, self-manifest, and then he's trying to run to catch him. Other one is putting the Hiranyakashipu. These three. It is self-manifest. To go there, you have to go like this much space is there, like like a little half stone, is all stone. And then you have to walk. Below, if you may, is like 500 feet down. It's hill, it's forest, These bears, I have heard bears, making sounds. But nothing happens, I will tell you, Narsingha Devi is everywhere. Literally. So to go there, you have to walk through that. So when you're walking, some water drops on you, on top of the hill. And the top of the hill, if you see where the water is coming from, you don't see where, because it's all wet only 3 feet. Above that, there is nothing, it's all dry. So that water, they say, from the Viraja river, the border, spiritual. That's water where it is falling. So once it falls on you, get purified, right? It's like living your whole subtle body also. Then you go and take darshan of it. There's a little pond where sometimes it looks red, where he washed his hands. So that is amazing. Then you go down. One time what happened was one of our devotees from Bangalore, he went there. See, up to that level everybody goes. Then after that, going to the top of the, not everybody can go because there is no steps or anything. And yeah, so what happened was the steps are not there. So this devotee was going and then he rolled down. I thought we were gone, because there is no chance pick him up or anything. But anyway, he rolled down and slowly went there. What happened? Then he woke up. What happened? He said, I'm okay, nothing happened. How did you? I did not feel anything. I felt like rolling over like a soft, the grass.
A little marsh.
Yeah, like a grass, like there is no grass there, It's all stone, this, So he felt like that. So Narsingha, he is definitely, no questions about it. The well-churned place. And then there is a, Gurukula, where Prahalad went to Gurukula. On the stone, there are round things, like in olden days, writing. So, like that place, so there. Pavan Narasimha, then Raghava Narasimha, where Parshuram, right, he killed all the Kshatriyas. He prayed to Narsingdev and Narsingdev gave him that weapon. And then one time Hanuman was going there searching for Sita. Right? He was praying to and then it happened to Narsingdev, so Narsingdev appeared. Then Hanuman said, I don't know who, I know. Then Narsingdev appeared as Ram. To show that Narsingdev is having a bow and arrow there in his hand. Nowhere else in the world. And then Hanuman is also there. So,
What's the name of that place?
It's Ahobala.
Ahobala is where Narasimha has bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow. In one of the places.
One devotee in New York, Ahobala. Given by Govinda Maharaj. He gave the name.
So then, there's another place. It's an amazing place, really. That is Tirupati, right? Tirupati, same hill down on the last part actually. And then Srinivas also established the Narasimha temple there. Then all the grahas, like Shani, Rahu, Ketu, right, Mangala, Buddha, right? Saturn, all those. Each one of these 9 Narasimha places, these grahas are also praying for Narasimha. In India, they have this specialist for Shani, right? Everybody is afraid of Shani. So the Shani is also praying to Narsingadev. So if you go there, the Shani is what? Saturn?
Oh, Shani Bar.
Shani.
Shani Bar.
Shani. So he will not bother you. Because, so then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to Balaji, right? Balaji temple. And Balaji is also, self-manifest. Right? It's Krishna himself. Because Krishna, when in Yashoda had a desire, oh Krishna, you married all the queens, right? So, but I never saw your marriage. Now I want. So then he said, okay, when I come as Srinivas, you will witness it. That's that. So Yashoda came as Bakula, Bakula Devi, and then she arranged the marriage of Srinivas with the Padmavati. Now who is Padmavati? In Ramayana again, after the war, right? Then see, Ramayana is full of crying. Crying. Ram's pastime is full of crying. One time, Ram told Lakshmi, go and leave her Sita, pregnant, leave in the forest. And he cannot come back alone, you have to cut off her hand, one of the hand, you have to cut off and bring hand. See, this is instruction Ram gave. And Lakshman said, no, I'm your younger brother, I have to listen to you. Not next time.
Did you say cut off Sita?
Yeah, Sita's hand. He gave instruction like that. Man, that's why it's Karuna, it will make you cry. Then what happened? Lakshmana, broken heart, he went, right? And of course, it was Valmiki's ashram, he left. And then he was crying so much, but he forgot to cut off his hand. See, then he was coming back. Then he remembered the instruction. He has to follow Ram's order. And now it's better. Why I show my face to him, let me you right? He tried to arrange fire so let this time I'll arrange myself for it. So like that. Then these Kumaras came, right? The Ashwini, Indra sent. And they sent look like hand up. Don't worry. Take this hand, and this will be alive, kept alive, nothing will happen. So he take and gave it to Ram. So Ram kept that, and it was alive, even though like that, Ram's pastime is so similarly, the Srinivas, right? Srinivas. So at that time, what happened was, when in the Lanka after war, again he told, he make a fire, because Sita says, to Sita he said, Ram, okay, I have come and I have made release and I have maintained, I have protected the Ikshvaku dynasty. If you like, you can go anywhere you want. You like, he's telling Sita. She is broken hearted, even puppies, monkeys, everybody, crying, this is what he's saying. Then she said, with your mind, word, always thinking of you, let fire Lord, fire God, take me. So asked Lakshman to create a fire again. She went, and then only Ram saw two Sita inside, right? One was the real Sita, the other one is like Maya Sita. So the real Maya Sita entered in, and real Sita came out. That time real Sita said, she has taken so much trouble on my behalf, you should marry her also. No, I have married you, no one else in this. So I will marry again when I come. So that same time he fulfilled the desire of Yashoda and also Sita. He married Padma.
Is Srinivas worshipped as a form of Krishna?
Yeah, 200.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then also he came as a Bhrigu Muni, many pastimes mixed in one.
Srinivas, two arm or four arm?
Two arm.
Srinivas.
But sometimes it was 4 arm, but he came as a 2 arm. Two arm. So many pastimes on the same time. But is real, I will tell you, the Ganga flows there and so many things. Akash Ganga, and the river, the water is the Saraswati, Sakshat Saraswati. You know the Saraswati is not visible anywhere, but there it is visible. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there, and then another Narsinga there. See, one in our Sampradaya, right? Jayatirtha, Akshobhitirtha, right? You know Akshobhitirtha. Madhvacharya, right? Padmanabhatirtha, Naraharitirtha, Akshobhitirtha, Jayatirtha, Jnana Sindhu Dayanidhi, Vidyanidhi, then Rajendra Tirtha, Jayadharma Tirtha, Purushottama Tirtha, Brahmana Tirtha, Vyasa Tirtha, Prafipa Tirtha, Madhavendra Puri Ishwara, right? So that Jayatirtha, then Akshobhitirtha, one time, he was taking, he took a stone, right? In Angarka, meaning the charcoal. He wrote Narsinga, with yoga, bandha, right? And then he was meditating on it. When he got up in the morning, that turned into a deity. So that deity is still there, and they worship him. And then Madhvacharya spent Chaturmasya there. And our Padmanabha Tirtha also has a samadhi there. And the Ganga is manifested there. One time, it was Vyasati, Sripadraj, right? Sripadraj is the incarnation of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj came as our parampara. He is the Shiksha Guru of Vyasatirtha. Vyasatirtha is Prahlad. Vyasarayur we call him. His samadhi is there where Lord Ram met Hanuman first time. See, Hanuman came as a Brahmin, right? That place is still there, very powerful place. Our Nava Vrindavan, they call it now. Vyastirtha took Jiva Samadhi. And then Saptarishis is a very powerful place. And then there also Narsinga self-manifest. So here, one time Sripadraj, he came to Vrindavan, Ganga, Yamuna. Then he came and brought water, right? And then at that time, walking 3 months, like that, right? Even a lot of people do that. Our one devotee walked from Bangalore to Kashi. It took him 3 months. Every day he was walking 50 kilometers. 3 months. Even today, many people do like that. There were 5,000 people who walked for about 7 days from Bangalore to Tirupati. And they come back inside. People still, that tradition is going on. So he said, you can go, Swamiji, but what about us ordinary people? Where is Ganga Snan? Then he was thinking how to fulfill everybody's desire. So then Krishna came. Ganga wants to, fulfill your desire. So she will come one day. And then she came in his dream on that Muhurta, day and Muhurta, I'm going to appear at that place. And then every thousands of people are watching. And Ganga came. And even today, 3 feet down, see in Karnataka, especially Kolar, water is scarce. But there, they lake, only 3 feet from the floor is the water, Ganga. They have checked that water and Ganga water is same. So like that, that place is that Narsinga Devi. And then there is one Narsinga where Prahlad did 14 years tapasya. Cave is there. And the cave is beautiful, Melkote. Melkote. Place name is Melkote, where Ramanujacharya, see Ramanujacharya, who is Lakshman, His body is still there. 1,000 years later, they did samadhi, didn't give samadhi, was so broken hearted. So even now he is sitting like this, his self-same body. Samadhi says, in Sri Lanka, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spent Chaturmasya, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu carved these deities, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, by his own hand. He carved them, and deities are there. And near that, near
visible now?
yeah, visible.
Through glass? Or
No. Just like this. You do Guru Puja there every day. You can go around and then.
original body of
The original body of Ramanujacharya. Original body.
scientists, they know.
And no, they know, and they wanted to test. And 1,000 Sri Vaishnavas standard. You have to kill all of us before you do it. Like that. They try that. And twice a year they do lepana, but it's open eyes, and then it's like. And then so they say it's growing. Fingernail is growing.
Nails.
Yes.
Nobody cuts nothing.
Cards, I don't know, they have some.
Fall off and some trimming.
Same body is there. Almost now close to 1,000 years.
Wow.
See, it's Chinmaya. Don't think. Gurudev's, I have a little experience when I touch his body. Chinmaya is there. Otherwise, 36 hours after his, Nitya Leela, bah, just like that. See, one time what happened was, we get an idea. Our sampradaya is not ordinary. These are our sampradaya, bah, very powerful one. They are dead rise of so many times. So one time, recently what happened was, maybe 10, 15, 12 years ago I think, this Yeti, Swamiji Maharaj took samadhi, right? He was near Raghavendra Swami, near border, Andhra Karnataka border, Mantralaya, right? So he took samadhi. And while Yeti as a sannyasi, he was not staying in one place, he was moving around. Then after samadhi, right, 10 years later, he comes in the dream of his disciple. I want to move from this place to another place. Then like that he disappeared. Then same day, he came in the dream of another farmer. Can you give me some land in your place? Yeah, why not? Then this farmer running came to temple. Gurudev appeared in my dream. He wants some land. I don't know why, for what purpose. Oh yeah. He came in my dream. He wants to move. So he wants to move there. Oh, okay. So Guru order they want. Now imagine 10 years later, they have given samadhi 10 years ago. Now order, right? They have to move his samadhi to new place. So when they have to remove, in their mind what I find, right? Anyway they opened, what they find? Same body, soft, 10 years ago. What they put, they found same body. Really?
Which Guru is it? Not Raghavendra.
Not Raghavendra. This is recent. Raghavendra Swami is almost 300.
Before Mahaprabhu.
No, after.
Oh.
After. He is the same as Vyastirtha.
Next birth.
Next one. Vyastirtha. No. Vyastirtha came as Raghavendra Swami. And I heard, in this place where, we have a Gaudiya Math in Upper Karnataka. We established only 2 years ago. Janmashtami around 15,000 to 20,000 people gather. More than nowadays. So there is a Bengali camps also near Kishkinda, about 60 kilometers. Why I'm telling you? Yeah. There, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he met with, this is what I was told, there's some writing on it also. Vyasatirtha, then Vyasatirtha is Prahlad, right? Then Narad Muni is in Karnataka, in South India, we call him as Purandradas. Purandradas, Vyasatirtha, and Kanakadas is Yamaraj. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These 4 met there. Ram met Hanuman. That's all the 4.
We have the deity on Don Street.
Right.
Samadhi across the street, Raghavendra.
Raghavendra Swami.
It's a Samadhi too.
Mustika Samadhi, meaning They take from the mud from the original Samadhi. So no difference. Actually, very powerful personality. But even today, one time for a British officer he came. See, in India now, you heard a story, right, where they found a temple, South India, Thiruvananthapuram. So much gold worth, 3 lakh crore rupees, something like that. I don't know how many tons gold. Only last, in a temple room, they are loaded with gold, about 4 or 5 rooms. So that shows India has so much wealth, not Britishers took hundreds of shiploads. So to show that it's all true, this temple, some reason it came down. So that is a big story, maybe next. But the connection is there. What happened was, one British officer, see the British, their idea is India is full of wealth. See, there is a tradition, the writing is there. When they went for, there were no beggars left, north to south, east, no beggars were there. No, everybody was joyful, they are writing it there. Only British, the idea was to destroy the culture they came. That's why what happened, British, if you go to London, even today, the sun does not shine there. It's all always Portuguese. Before it was not like that. Only after attacking India, thing has happened. And because, like Krishna giving instruction to his children, grandchildren, never harm Brahmana, Vaishnava. When he elevated that, not a crocodile, right? Like some kind of Navisha was fallen in a thing. The children were playing and then something fell. They could not lift it. There was a lizard, right? Lizard was there. And Krishna lifted him. And that context, Krishna is teaching that beware of the property of Brahmanas. Never steal, never think about it. And then the property of temple. See, there is a pastime in Ramayana where there was one time the bell was ringing. The dog. Then it was, the bell was kept, anybody can ring for the nyaya, for the verdict. What is nyaya?
Logic.
Huh?
Logic.
Not this logic. Like a court, where you want some complaint. If you want complaint is very. Then Ram sent Lakshmana. What is that? A dog is doing like this. Justice. Yeah? Then ask him to come. Then dog said, no, I cannot come. I'm not. I have no capacity. Or I was not supposed to. Then Ram came. What is the problem? He said, that Mahant, that temple Mahant, Sannyas Mahant, eat me. Then Ram called. Why did he? I was taking prasadam. He came and put his mouth into the plate. Then why did he put it? No, he was already done juta. So I have right for the juta, right? The juta meaning what?
Reverence.
He has already. So I have the right dog said. Then Ram found that it was actually mistake of this man. Then what to do? The sannyasi man, there is no, what is the punishment, right? Then they asked the dog, what punishment? Lord, don't worry, make him a leader, a Mahan, in charge of the temple on the hill. So, okay, they put him on a palaki, right? Carrier, nice, glorified. And then people are asking, instead of punishment, you are give promotion or something. Then why? Then you ask dog. What dog said? Previous life I was also in charge of that. And one time somebody brought some oil for service of the deity. I used little part of it for my something. The effect is I became a dog now. Now you will also do something there. Next life is going to become dog. Then you will realize how difficult the life of dog is. So like that, we have to be very, very careful. That's why Bhagavatam 11th canto, right? Krishna telling the Uddhava how one has to be arja. Arja meaning what we think in the mind, we should say in the word. What we say in the word, we have to follow. Not the sarala. Gaurganga, saralata. Vaishnava means
Simple.
simple, saralata, not so like that. The teaching is there. So then, so there is another temple. Well, I forgot to tell. The Nrsimha temple is there in Melkote, where Prahalad did 14 years tapasya, right? And the cave is there. Even if there is a small place, even for it, it's very difficult to sneak in. But if somehow you go, even a big person, somehow you'll pass through. Somehow you'll come out. And then they give you one shoe where Prahalad, they hit on even today, so many years ago. There the deity is as big as this floor to that ceiling. Really big. That deity came out of Prahalad's salikness. And that deity has no foundation, meaning not sitting on anything. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
It's floating. Yeah, it's floating. Literally floating, even today. And of course, you don't see like that, but what they put some herbs or something, looks like there is something, say, actually in reality, there is nothing there. It's so big. So there is another Nrsimha temple where you take milk, right? Especially black cow milk, desi, right? And pour on top of it. By the time it comes down, it becomes yogurt.
Coming from where to where?
On top, from top to bottom. By the time like Abhishek, right? They do Abhishek milk to the deity. By the time it comes down, turn into yogurt. Milk.
Up here is milk,
Yeah.
and then it becomes yogurt.
Yogurt.
And what, 1 meter?
Yeah, less than a meter. That deity also used to float, but then this politician did something, and then I think 90% is still. There is one cave where Brahma, in that, below actually, if you go, there's a cave there, Brahma, did it tapasya, and the water is amazing. This much of water. It's all dark. You have to, like a candle or something, they show you. They torch it. Who want water on top of, all you forget about everything. They call it Sripada Tirtha. Nearby there is a place where Lord Ram one time he was going, right? He got up, his thing there, there's many times. And then what you do is for putting on tilak there was no water, right? On stone. So Lord Ram did like this. Chitki. Ganga came and is still coming. Now that water I tried, see the thing is, it's amazing because 1,000 feet high in the stone, water is coming. They don't know where it's coming, it's flowing. And it's so pure, the scientists don't know, So they dig there is a stone. So what I did was I took that stone, I analyzed it. pH is 7, hardness is 26. What it means is, suppose, the distilled water, right? Now they have bottled water everywhere. How they do? They can put bore or some stream to collect it. When you measure the hardness, usually it will be 400, 500. And they put 500 hardness. Like the elements dissolved in the water. Hardness of the water.
Hardness.
Softener, hardness.
Hard water.
I used to work for a pool company, So we deal with that.
Yeah,
What?
no, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hardness, power 500, 500. Then they use the filter to bring it down to 180, something like that. Then they use the bottled water, right? This bottle. This is like 180, 150. Then it's drinkable. If it's 304, you cannot drink it. Right? So the efficiency is, if it is 500 hardness, to bring it 200, you suppose you start with 1000 liter, you get only 100 liter. Under 200, some 900 to 800 liter waste. Not all that water can.
It's too hard.
Yeah, it waste. So the purity of this water, where it's flowing from the thing, if you start with 1000 liter, you get how much? Like Achaman, little bit. So pure that water. So this will tell you where the water is coming from. See, that pure water cannot come from bore, or it cannot flow. If it flows even 2 feet, hardness goes up, right? In the path, whatever salt is there, chemical, they get dissolved in the water, hardness goes up. So this pureness can travel only 1 feet or 1.5 feet. It's only like 1.5 feet there. That means this water that's coming out is manifesting right in front of us and is flowing out. It's not coming from. This test proves that.
No other source.
No other source is right in front of our eye.
Maharaj, and this place is in Chennai?
No, you closed our ashram 1.5 hours, 2 hours.
From Bangalore?
Bangalore.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So they never come by you?
Yeah, you want to see her.
I want to see that.
And then the deity that I was telling flowing, the floating, is also about 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah?
How far are you from Mangalore? I was in Mangalore.
No, Bangalore.
How far are you from Mangalore?
Bangalore overnight. 1 night.
12 hours?
8 hours. 9
By train.
9 or in bus.
Mangalore's on the coast.
Udupi, no?
Mangaleshwar.
Srirangam, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and where Ramanuja, same one. It's also like 10 hours. So, you come to our ashram, you can see all of this. I think time is up, right? Now let me show these 2 videos. I will not show you too much.
There's a speaker you can use to make it louder.
Oh yeah? Oh, okay. And then, this is something scientific. It takes about 3-4 hours actually, but I don't have that much time. Like 2 video, you can see how, for preaching scientists or anybody.
What are you going to show?
No, here, right here, this screen.
On the computer.
We're going to project it. I had it out. I did it on Brooklyn Temple. Project it on the screen. Oh, buddy. You can get that straightened out. This is a nice water.
Yeah, that'll be good, yeah.
Well, this wall would be good. You also take that cloth off.
Next time you get an idea, like for college preaching or anything, it's really powerful. It takes about 2 hours. Yeah, I gave this presentation in Princeton University. Wow, students didn't have any question. They were amazed. It's so obvious.
You can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, they were amazed. The proof of God, that's what I'm saying. The proof of, there is no question. See, I hope you can see.
Is it sound?
No, I did speaking. And there is one sound also. So what it is, I wish I had a bigger screen. But you get the idea, maybe. I will not show the entire because it will take 2 hours here. We don't have time. Just like 2 clips I'm going to show you. See, the whole idea is to see in this pastime there is where, right? You know the pastime. Yashoda is seeing in his mouth herself looking into Krishna, right? Because you know the story. So now the question is, by science can we prove this? Can you get an inclination for this? I say yes, because that's how I felt. This is basically the sharing of my realization. You can really feel it, you can get an idea by sight, So I'm not going to teach. To do that, see, we are proving presence of subtle body, Sukshma Deha, Atma, Paramatma, Bhagavan, and spiritual world. But we are calling as a Quanta Prajna, Para Quanta Prajna, Absolute Quanta Prajna, and then Supreme Quanta Prajna, then Existential Quanta Prajna, like for scientists, otherwise. Anyway, so Brahmeti Paramat Bhagavan. Let me tell you this, just the light, to show the Lord how kind. See, light is coming from a sun, right? Now, what is the speed of it? Is about 200 million meters per second. 200 million meters per second, right? 300 million meters per second. So, suppose if the light has no mass, right? So, imagine if the light had a mass, it would have acted like a bullet with the speed. Imagine holes everywhere, nothing would have existed, right? So, so someone decided it should be no mass, right? Otherwise, and then the photosynthesis, without light there is no photosynthesis, right? So it's like that. So I'm saying, of course, many other reasons. Light is equal, it is non-matter, okay? Light is non-matter, it is no longer matter. Because many other reasons, scientific reasons. To show that, and then the nature of light, the intelligence is there, then the water, photosynthesis. There. This one, you can see, we need this is speaker, you can see. USB, yeah. Oh yeah, okay, there you go.
And switch it on. It should have a blue light when you turn it
No,
on.
this one showing how the plants.
My name is Michael Pollan, and I've been writing about plants for a long time, and have been a gardener for an even longer time. And when I learned about this new field called plant neurobiology, I was immediately intrigued. Because plants don't have brains and they don't have neurons, so what could this possibly
You can
mean?
see it,
So much of our difficulty in understanding plants traces to the fact that they exist in a completely other time dimension than we do. They seem still, they seem inactive, just because they're moving at a different scale than we are. And so time-lapse is a way to close the gap between the plant time scale and our own time scale. But as soon as you do that, you begin to see the plant for what it is, which is
Yeah. Oh, okay.
My name is Michael Pollan, and I've been writing about plants for a long time, and have been a gardener for an even longer time. And when I learned about this new field called plant neurobiology, I was immediately intrigued. Because plants don't have brains and they don't have neurons, so what could this possibly mean? So much of our difficulty in understanding plants traces to the fact that they exist in a completely other time dimension than we do. They seem still, they seem inactive, just because they're moving at a different scale than we are. And so time-lapse is a way to close the gap between the plant's time scale and our own time scale. But as soon as you do that, you begin to see the plant for what it is, which is an agent of its own faith and able to sense its environment and move in a certain direction. And as soon as you look at plants in time-lapse, you gain a new respect for them and what they can do, and that they are much more active. This video of the single plant reaching for the pole is striking for a couple things. Watch the leaves as the thing goes on. The leaves look very kind of clenched and tight, and they too are working hard to help the plant reach its goal. But as soon as the hook of the tendril reaches the pole, watch how they change their behavior. Instead of looking so strained and strenuous, they look like they're relaxing. They look very happy all of a sudden. And the other throws itself over and over again with very good aim. It reminded me of someone with a fly rod casting repeatedly to hit a spot on a river. In the second video, we see two plants, bean plants, and they're competing for the same pole. And one of them gets the edge and is growing a little bit more quickly, and as soon as it makes contact, the other one seems to lose heart and suddenly stops aiming at the pole, which has been taken in some sense, and starts reaching in other directions behind the pole. You have to look carefully to see this, but it's reaching back in space and does that repeatedly, but there's nothing there. It's very sad, and there's nothing there for it to hold on to. And eventually, it just gives up in defeat. But somehow this plant is aware of its environment and is working really hard, I mean, striving to get to that pole. Now, words like striving and looking and knowing and noticing all are metaphorical in the case of plants, and we should be skeptical of this, of mood and attitude in plants. But it sure looks that way when you look at these videos.
See what is happening, there is this support, right? These two plants are there, you saw it, right? And now, as it's growing, and they want to support, and then this gets it, then immediately this knows it got it. Somebody else got it. And he didn't want to disturb. So he's looking for somewhere else. No plan, you know. So that means they are able to see, they are able to hear. It's not me saying, these guys. But they have no neuron, there is no neuron, there is no brain. They have no eyes like we have. But how they are saying?
Atomic conscious.
Huh? No, the subtle body, Sukshma Deha. Sukshma Deha. So it proves that they have, you know, what Shastra is saying. Otherwise there is no possibility. They can also hear, like what they did was, say some creamy, like, you know, what do you call, some eat the leaves, right, what they call? Worm, right?
Yeah, worm.
Worm. When the worm eat, they make sound, right? They recorded the sound of the worm, and they played on the leaf, and the leaf reacted as if worm is there, but worm is not there. It's only sound.
Beautiful.
That means they know how to.
Caterpillar?
Huh?
The caterpillar was eating?
Yeah. They only recording, and they played on it, another plant, and the plant reacted as if the caterpillar. So like that they have done many experiments. You know, the famous is touch me not, you know, like that. They can, actually plants can see, they can smell, they can hear, they can, you know, sense it, touch, you know, but they have no brains, they have no neuron the way it is. So that proves that the plants certainly have Sukshma there, you know, and also they take, for example, I can go on 3 hours, I can 4 hours, but we don't have, but we'll move on. Next one. Huh? Even there's, you know, there's, well, I will prove, you know, beyond any doubt, there's amazing things. Even there's, you know, we don't have, even if you show that what is happening in there, I don't know, you guys have any time or you know, okay?
Yeah,
Monday
we
night.
can.
Huh?
Monday night in Queens, okay?
Okay. No, then, you know, please forgive me because
It's okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Almost like
because this one thing you have to see, you know, this one, what is happening, see what it is, you know, our body has 90 trillion cells, right? You get the idea? One living cell is like 10 micrometer, 15 micrometer. Everybody understand? We cannot see bare eye, we cannot see the cells, right? Cells, you understand? Like in a blood cell, we cannot see. So inside the cell, this video from the Harvard University, what is happening inside any one of these cells, it blows anybody's mind what is happening. So much activity, even the moving things, you know. So, well, like 3 minutes, huh? This is amazing.
And I want you to look at this and see the paths that the cell manufactures, these little walking machines. They're called kinesins that take these huge loads that would challenge an ant in relative size. Run the movie, please. But these machines that power the inside of the cells are really quite amazing, and they really are the basis of all life. But because all
I think
Scientific
PowerPoint
definitions of
somehow.
explain
You have to go.
this consciousness, between mind, intelligence, and ego, and all the plants.
these machines interact with each other, they pass information to each other, they cause different things to happen inside the cell, and the cell will actually manufacture the parts that it needs on the fly from information that's brought from the nucleus by molecules that read the genes. And no life, from the smallest life to everybody here, would be possible without these little micro machines. In fact, it would really, in the absence of these machines, have made the attendance here, Chris, really quite sparse.
This is happening inside a tiny cell. Amazing. How
Complex.
This is the FedEx delivery guy of the cell. This little guy is called a kinesin, and he pulls a sack that's full of brand new manufactured proteins to wherever it's needed in the cell, whether it's to a membrane, whether it's to an organelle, whether it's to build something or repair something. And each of us has about 100,000 of these things running around right now inside each one of your 100 trillion cells. So no matter how lazy you feel, you're not really intrinsically doing nothing. So what I want you to do when you go home is think about this and think about how powerful our cells are, and think about some of the things that we're learning about cellular mechanics. And once we figure out all that's going on, and believe me, we know almost 1% of what's going on. Once we figure out what's going on, we're really going to be able to have a lot of control over what we do with our health, with what we do with future generations, how long we're going to live, and hopefully we'll be able to use this to discover more truth and more beauty.
this is a 100 trillion cell. Okay, this one is the conception stage, right? And the 20th day, I'm not going to because it takes too much, just to get an idea. 250,000 neurons per minute being generated by mothers. Just 1 millimeter, 250,000 neurons per minute. And it has to be directed, connected. See? How it is done? From mother's connection is not there, right? No nerve to the uterus. And then it doesn't have its own brain. It is building the brain. Such a complex. So how it is done? See? That's why the Sukshma Deha, subtle body, directing, building its own interface. So, the beauty of this, this cat. Now this one, you can see this is a tiny animal. It has a gears on it. It's a gear system, tiny, like a fly. You can watch it. The tiny thing going up. How it is done is, like for example, we have an aeroplane, right? 2 tires. You have to take off same time. If it is one earlier, then it goes up, right? Like this. So same way, this bug, tiny has leg, and then they locked up. Bird takes off. Now, who is the pilot? Where is the pilot? Where is control tower? Actually, is now, yeah, this one, last one, then we have. Now look at this. What is happening here is, these are all like ants. They are making a live board, 1,000, 10,000 of them, and they're coming to the, like 2 minutes, make a thing, and they leave. They load all their things, and they leave. And they when come, they're like orderly fashion they form, orderly fashion they go. Now how each one given a same specific function, see? So that shows the Paramatma is guiding, otherwise it's impossible to explain. You can see.
Creatures that were once living on the forest floor now need to find other ways of getting around during the flood. The busy life of a fire ant colony has to carry on regardless.
They are building up live boat from not any leaf or anything, only surface tension of water and then
By linking legs, the worker ants create a living raft, supported by the surface tension of the water. Free now to move through the forest, these vicious stingers make the most of the flood. They use it to spread to other parts of the Amazon. On this lifeboat, the queen and her young need to be kept safe and dry. But there's no getting away from hungry fish.
then nothing happens.
Once in the open river, they are at the mercy of the current and unpredictable waves.
Like that, if they are circular, they don't break. Now, who told them to be circular? They got in engineering college.
If they are lucky enough to hit land, the soggy ants disentangle and disembark, unloading the family as they go. After a little toweling off, the worker ants soldier on, carefully guiding their queen to safety.
So in this one, you see, bringing all ants together coherently, each having its own function and location, right? Because thousands of them, 10,000, and then has to be round. They don't have, they may not even eyes, but someone has to tell, you go there, and then legs, and then locking, interlocking, and then surface tension of water. Round. But how that is happening, Then keeping together harmoniously in cooperation with each other. No, I will not do, no, not like that, functioning together in understanding as if they are one entity, directing to form almost circular pattern, living body. Once reach it, sure, orderly December. So, this cannot happen unless there is one common entity guiding, inspiring all of them. And that cannot be other than Paramatma, there is no other. So,
You call that deduction.
Huh?
That type of logic is induction, deduction.
Whatever it is, you can. So many other examples are there, not just this. This is like 3 hours. The super quanta prajna must exist, and many examples are there.
Super quanta prajna. That's your name? Who made the name up?
No, I made it.
You made it.
But like looking and saying, maybe tomorrow will happen. Hearing and listening, what is the difference? Hearing and listening.
I'm leaving.
Aja.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank
You're
you.
gonna pick you up about 6:30.
Yeah.
I'll come and get you.
Where's the program tomorrow?
Dr. Kumar.
Oh. Take some pressure.
No,
Yeah, yeah. She
Wood-
practiced
his
that.
son's house, Woodhaven, 98th Street,
Okay, you gonna give the address out?
8902 98th Street.
Yeah, his son no. His boys no.
8902 98th Street.
Woodhaven, New York.
In Jamaica.
Other program. So scientific briefing.
No.
Harikata too. Both.
Adbhuta briefing.
No. But it is say you cannot argue, it's very what was the first one? The plant. See the plant, you saw the plant, right? You see, scientists themselves, they have no questions, they are whereas the Shastra can give you good answers, harmonious answers. They cannot, because they cannot think. They think only of the eyes or nerves, brain, but it doesn't serve the So they have to come to Shastra to harmonize them.
Somewhere is out of the blue. I know Prabhupada was careful. When you're preaching, you preach according to what the people can understand. Don't say something so far out that it's too much for them to...
No, that's fine. This is basically what you're saying is life comes from life. Very scientific way, understand? Not anything. No, so I can challenge any scientist, any even Nobel or anybody. I can 5 minutes. If they have sincerely listened to it, I can convince any scientist. Today, again, is the mercy of Parampara. Because one time from Swami Maharaj said, if anybody proves by science existence of Krishna by science, he has preached me 1,000 times more than what I have done. No? Yes, that. He has understood the importance, because unless the universities change these new departments, opens up, how this preaching can spread wide. We are doing in a small house here. What is this compared to Brooklyn? But if you want to pick up in that way, it's a different ball game. If the universities pick up, yes, it is something true that we have to do this new department, we have to open up, new understanding, then they will, instead of we going knock, 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 we get tired, where they have to come knock, knock, reverse. So that is possible when you present like
But the atheists are either the born-again Christians or the Orthodox
it doesn't
Jews.
matter, see anything, see science, we are using their data, it's nothing
They
new.
will try to suppress.
Well, how do they suppress? If they get suppressed, they will get even bad name for them. It's already Copernicus, the church has already bad name. If they try to suppress that, then they will get. This is just the data, their data. You look at this. Plant is not me talking, the scientist is talking. It's the public domain. All this is public domain.
Public domain.
Yeah, it's only putting together in a logical way, and raising some question. It's a day, 3 hours, 3-4 hours long. It's not just
One devotee.
saying I'm taking a light, okay, not even DNA. I'm showing, like I gave you, light is non-matter. It is there saying. I'm showing. So what challenge is there? What challenge is there, Baba? Intelligence, reflection, refraction. They are deriving from the Fermat principle. It's the least time. Least time meaning, if there is an intelligence, right? Suppose to come from here, you use your intelligence to short time, right?
Shortest time?
Yeah.
To get here.
Yeah.
Travel.
Right? Same way they have done the experiment where the ants, from there, from there, their house here, right? A column. And then some food, sugar or something. And then there is a short path, but they put lot of obstacles. So it takes long time. There is another longer path where it doesn't have no obstacle. And you know what the ants? They took a longer path, takes least time. So do they have a timer? Oh, okay, let me check this, let me check that. They don't have even eyes many times. Unnaturally. So that means they have intelligence, guided, right? Someone guided. Like lifeguard in a thing, something happens to somebody drowning. Immediately something drives, takes him to the least time, right? Same way, every light wave is doing it. That means it must be intelligence. So either light has the intelligence, or intelligence must be guided by the intelligence, or it has intelligence. But that's what Brahman is. Existential quantum pragna. And then EPR experiment. And then there's a wholly exclusive principle, right? Like can you find two houses having the same address? Two vehicles having the same registration number in the entire world? We won't give it, right? Again, two people having the same fingerprint, iris, DNA, right? Yeah? We don't. So, what else? Like that, the consciousness, whole thing, okay? Physics, chemistry, maths, biology, science, medicine. This will take you to better way of dealing with the diseases without medicine. Understand? It takes you to the level of Shabda Brahma. Anuvrutti Shabdat, Anuvrutti Shabdat. Kirtaniya Sada. That's the way to unlock. So I'm showing the calculating memory. Of course I don't know getting that. We calculated the memory in human mind. It's like 100 billion terabyte. You know how much memory is? That is equal to entire this country. All these mainframes, server, laptop, desktop, pen drive, all this. More memory is there in one's mind. So that means millions of lifetime recording. Whatever you are speaking, saying, everything is recorded. What is the weight? What is the weight of all this? See? Which is equivalent to like 20 tons of semiconductor. Memory equal to 20 tons. And we think our body is 20 tons. So that itself shows there is something subtle. It has to be subtle. You cannot say our calculator, no one can challenge, Baba.
20 tons of semiconductors.
Equivalent.
You mean
equivalent memory. Suppose if you want to implement
like a CPU.
Yes, CPU memory, our functions, if you want to equivalent, if you want to present a technology, that's what it takes, 20 tons of silicon. Whereas our brain is what? 1.5 kg, 90% water. There are people who are almost 99% water and they still IQ is very high.
Still what?
They cannot 99% is water in the brain and their IQ is very high. So you don't need even brain material to have the IQ. Now how that works?
Subtle energy.
The Greeks thought that the brain was to cool the body. Yeah, there was some idea like that. They didn't think this was the consciousness was more here.
See, for example, I will tell you, in New York, the taxi drivers, they know their way by heart, right? Do they say anybody by mind or brain? Hey, they know their path by heart. Heart, they are talking heart. So the mind is where? So brain is not the mind.
And now they use GPS.
Huh?
They use this, you put the address in.
When you get in the cab, sometimes you're not allowed to. They want you to go quick, right?
The new drivers,
Yeah.
if they're not familiar with the city, then they use the,
Oh, yeah.
they have this,
They don't want them to do that.
But it's somebody has time. Anyway, if you see
Program,
someone
program.
college,
GPS knows by heart.
well, Dandi Maharaj said, you notice that the sages at Naimisharanya and also at the Jamuna, when Parikshit Maharaj went there, and Sukadeva Goswami, then all these sages showed up without any email.
Yeah.
Without any, what's that, Twitter?
Same with Mahaprabhu's civil disobedience against Chankazi.
Also,
Everybody showed up.
I saw that.
Yeah, that I think time. Anyway, thank you for all of you for giving for
Right.
delay.
It's great presentation.
Sorry.
You should do a little more.
Maybe it's up.